Okay.
A train enthusiast.
That was one hell of a segue.
It's not a segue.
It continues to be a segue.
It's not a segue. You never
Train.
know. You never know. A train enthusiast might look at think, the first passenger railway is from Darlington to Stockton, and this Darlington looks quite nice. It's got a clock like Big Ben, except it's smaller. Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to the QuiffCast, the podcast where nerds nerd about everything that they're nerdy about. On today's show, I'm Rob Baines, and I'm also joined by Ryan Gray, Charlotte Smart, Ashley Richards, and Jack Barker.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure about what?
Are you sure?
What do you mean? What am I sure about?
Are you sure Jack's here?
They don't know that, do they? Well, the
He's
plan
in the
was.
corner.
The plan was. I contacted Jack, right,
Mm-hmm.
and he wasn't available. So what I was going to do
Ugh.
was I was going to use the official QuiffCast app and use the soundboard available on the App Store.
Don't forget the Google Play Store.
Oh, and the Google Play Store. Yeah, it's on the Google Play Store as well. I was going to use sound bites of Jack, just to sort of,
Hello there.
just to
Make it
get a
sound
little
like
bit
he's-
of he's like he's just in the room. So yeah, so he is here, Ryan.
Wow.
He is here.
He is here via the soundboard.
You're a liar, Ryan.
You're a liar, Ryan. Did you hear that?
I did.
You're a liar, Ryan.
There you
Loud
go.
and clear.
Loud and clear. Anyway, welcome.
I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear that? Oh well, yeah.
No.
You're on the Bluetooth, my friend. Anyway, so
Yeah.
welcome to the QuiffCast. We're back. We're back in the seats of the podcast times, which is great. A big thank you to Christopher Eden for the music track that you heard. That's the official QuiffCast theme. What do you think of the QuiffCast theme, everyone? Do you think
It's quite funky.
it's funky?
Good.
It's bouncing.
It's bouncing. It's bountiful, is it?
Bouncing.
It sums up the wackiness.
That's a perfect way of describing it, Ash. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to check out Chris's stuff, check out Spider Dalek on YouTube. I think it's Spider Dalek. I think
if it's not, you'll correct it.
if it's not, I'll correct it. I'll dub over myself or something.
Yeah.
I think it's Spider Dalek. If you search Spider Dalek, it should come up on YouTube. But he does some really good stuff. He does a lot of Flash covers and Doctor Who musics, and he helps me on a lot of projects. So big thank you to you, Christopher. So moving on, that's the music. That's the music section. That's the music section. You might also notice something very different about this podcast. If you're listening, then you won't notice this, but you can actually watch this podcast now. Right? You can actually watch it because it is actually live. Well, not live, but we are recording this. It's a video. It's a video podcast, which is exciting for everyone in the room. Isn't that right, Charlotte?
Yeah.
It's exciting,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
It's exciting.
Unless you're caught in the rain
We-
just prior to
we-
the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're picking Ryan up. It was thundering and lightning and
Torrential rain.
Oh.
literally, yeah, which is
Torrential.
absolutely mad. But yeah, so this is going to be a video podcast. This is available on YouTube. So if you want to watch it, then you can watch it, which is fantastic. It's like a little bit of like a talk show situation going on, which is fantastic. You might also notice, Charlotte.
Yes, I have noticed Charlotte. she's not
I haven't
Jack.
noticed Charlotte.
You might know
that
what-
we're in your studio.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
and you.
Remembered.
You did remember.
Yeah, you can remember. You might notice that it maybe sounds a little bit different. And if you're watching on the video podcast, you might notice we've all got our own individual microphones.
It's a nice upgrade.
Ooh.
Something to share.
Gone are the days where we had to
Jump
Cow-
in front of each other.
cower in front of
Yeah.
a single microphone.
It's less COVID risk.
Less COVID risk, which
Mhm.
is that's a good little
Yeah.
that's a little good segue to sort of say that we
Always.
haven't This is season 4 of the QuiffCast. Did actually have season 3, and we sort of went. How far did we go through in season 3, Ash? You remember?
I think we got up to episode 5.
Yes, we didn't get really far in it. Like considering that most seasons are 20 episodes, that sort of length.
Previous series were.
Yeah. We just thought because it's a new era, because we've gone past the pandemic times. Well, hopefully, we're going to make QuiffCast a whole new thing, a whole new setup, whole new musics, whole new
Content.
which is fantastic. Just before we move on to actually talking about Stoof, we've got new cast. Well, I say we've got a new cast because the 5 people you've heard on this podcast are the original 5 of the QuiffCast. Obviously, the QuiffCast started way back in a year.
A needed Blighton book.
I know, and the game and everything. It was
What's
great.
that?
The famous
Yeah.
5.
The Phoenix 5.
Yeah, the famous 5.
Oh, the famous. I think it said
Yeah.
Phoenix 5.
Phoenix 5.
That sounds an interesting sort of thing as well. But yeah, the sort of format of the QuiffCast is going to change quite a bit. Previous seasons, it was like a bit of a cycle. You were going from podcasts with Ryan. I mean, it was Rob and Ryan's podcast, and then it was a podcast with
Alternating.
alternating. Yeah, like a podcast with Rob and Charlotte, and then Rob and Ash, and then Rob and Jack. That's going to change because that's going because
That's gonna change.
that's going to change. These guys are off.
This is where we find out who's getting axed.
Who's getting voted out on the QuiffCast?
You can vote online.
You can vote live right now. Get
Or
your phones
via
out.
the QuiffCo app.
The QuiffCo app available on the App Store. That's not a feature. Ash is sweating now because he needs to implement a voting feature now.
You're welcome,
There's
Ash.
those that can be added.
But the sort of reason behind the change in the format is just to enable more people to be on the QuiffCast. Things have changed. Things have changed in the last few years, and certain people might not be able to be on the QuiffCast as regularly. Jack, but so in that sort of case, I'm opening it up to more people. Obviously, we've got the original 4 co-hosts here. There'll be more. There's scope for more. There's scope for growth. That's what I say.
All right, Rishi.
There's loads planned.
Oh, jeez Christ.
Rob Burns for PM, please.
Thank you very much. Vote on the QuiffCo app exclusively. I'm the only one on there, so I hope I get your vote.
Unanimous.
It's unanimous. Yeah. You don't know. You don't realize, but once you download the QuiffCo app, you are voting for me.
Oh gosh, it's like a Black Mirror episode already.
Yeah, it is a little bit, isn't it?
Oh God.
Have you seen the new series?
We haven't watched a single.
Oh, I
one
won't,
yet.
We
I won't
haven't
do any
watched any of
spoilers.
them.
I've not watched the latest one yet.
Oh,
It's-
I recommend.
You recommend? There's one
I've
or
I've
two.
heard good stuff about it.
You've heard good stuff about it. What have you heard?
Oh, the latest series of Black Mirror.
I know. I'm interested in it. Like some people have said, it's right down my alley.
That's
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good writing.
Is it?
it makes you think.
Every episode.
But then at the end, there's like a big twist normally at the end.
Oh. Well, now I know there's a big twist now, Ash. So you spoiled that for me.
In some of them, there's
Yeah,
a big,
but you don't know what the twist is.
What are we gonna say, Ryan?
as I said, there's at the start of some of them. And this
Oh.
one, there's quite a big twist.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
not gonna
No.
because
How
I'm
can you
very
start with a
conscious of
twist?
spoilers.
Start with a
Well,
twist.
watch it and you'll find out.
Oh, it's not actually a
Yeah.
Netflix program. It's on CBBS instead. You come to the wrong place. Yeah, is that the
That
twist?
would be very dark.
It would be dark.
Black Mirror on CBeebies.
Is CBB still a thing?
I
God.
don't know.
I thought didn't.
Why are you
Um,
both looking at me? I don't
Is
know. if
CBB a thing?
CBeebies is a
Is
thing.
CBeebi's a thing?
Charlotte,
My-
is it on?
No,
Charlotte?
my sisters have grown up now. I don't know.
Doesn't mean you
Although-
can't watch CBeBS.
I
Like,
don't
I know,
know.
Charlotte,
Mia was
Jesus,
playing Peppa
I know.
Pig the other day because it's free on PlayStation Plus.
Oh,
is it
I watch so much Peppa Pig.
another advertisement? Peppa Pig, everyone.
Getting into the advertisements early.
We are a little bit.
Okay, a pig then.
A pig.
There you go.
So, how are you guys? You all right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Ryan, what's been going on with you recently? I'm going to say recently, but the fact is we haven't done a podcast since. Well, COVID wasn't a thing the last time we did a podcast. So if you look
February 2020.
was it? Oh, it was very.
Yeah,
it
that was the
Must
last
have been
episode.
just before COVID.
just before
Just
COVID.
before.
Wow.
But then it's March
Maybe
23rd.
it was a
COVID.
thing. It was a thing, but it wasn't to the degree that
People were like, it'll blow over.
Yeah, I was out drinking the week
But-
before
but-
they locked us down
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah.
I was at a gig.
You're at a gig.
I was at Bombay Bicycle Club. in
Bombay
Newcastle.
Bicycle Club. Yeah.
The last gig I
Oh.
saw.
What like
It before lockdown.
oh lockdown right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I booked some gigs during lockdown, and then they moved them.
Oh yeah, same. We booked the Killers, and it got moved
Yeah.
3 years in
Yes.
I got Kings of Leon the same thing.
Did
'cause
you?
It was supposed to be the same time,
Yeah.
around about.
Yeah.
And the Kings, because I remember you guys going and seeing the Killers, and then I went to the Kings of Leon about a week or two after.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh man, that was mad. Yeah, it just affected so much stuff. But there's a lot of since that last QuiffCast, a lot of things has changed. What's changed for you, Ryan? Can you think? We've seen Kings of Leon now.
I've seen Kings of Leon. That was a big change in my life, I must admit. I have a house, which is cool. I have a new job, and yes,
Good stuff.
Change,
A lot of change.
a lot of change,
A lot of change.
but I'm still me.
But I'm still the
I'm
same.
still
old,
me.
I'm still the same old Ryan you know and love.
Always,
You're still Ryan.
Still
still
Ryan.
me.
That was so profound.
I'm
I'm
still
still
me. I'm still me, guys. That's good then. That's really good. Charlotte, what's changed for you in the last
3 years.
3 years? Yeah, 3 years. Yeah.
Got a new job.
Yes.
Completed a partial masters.
Well,
Where's the clap
Oh.
sound? Have you got a clapping sound of it?
uh,
Clap.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
the
you.
one. Look
There we
at
go.
this.
switch it off. Go on.
Bought a house
We bought. Yes, we bought a house. That was
with you.
with me. I was involved in that process.
And so was I.
And we've got a pet.
Yes. Yeah.
We have a cat.
Big change.
That was a big change.
Big change in our lives.
6 months in, Dex moves in.
Yeah. No, it just generally the sort of. I mean, because I suppose we're all in different sort of. I mean, how long have you had a house, Ryan?
A year and a little bit.
Right, so not
March last year.
yeah.
So it was roughly about the time we paid for our house
Mm.
that you moved in
Yeah.
yours.
We sort of experienced the property searching situation. We got excited a few times and then
Put
got
a few
disappointed.
offers down on a few things
Yeah.
and then didn't get it.
Yeah,
Mm.
the property market was.
Then you argued with the lass on the phone.
That's literally. I think wasn't it the third time?
Third time.
I can only imagine what you sound like arguing. I don't think I've ever seen you are in an argumentative state.
Well,
Oh, you're about to.
Argument.
we'd
Fight and talk that.
No, we basically we had
an appointment
Yeah.
with the company that we bought our house with because our house is a new build,
Mm-hmm.
and they had booked another appointment for a different person just before us to look at the same house, and then told
Yes.
us we didn't get the house because they
Did
were
they
going
phone us?
to.
Yeah, they phoned us,
They
yeah.
phoned me to say that the house was being sold.
Yeah, because basically we had an appointment on the late morning, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then they had an appointment early morning, and they basically said, "Yeah, these people are actually going to put the name down for the house, by the way."
Yeah.
So,
I'm like,
So we're like,
right,
oh.
Yeah.
okay, so we won't
So we-
come then.
and, yeah, we basically we were already getting all the viewings in.
Yeah,
We actually booked a viewing.
for the house builder
'Cause we-
directly
we-
opposite the house
We
builder.
basically thought, well, we're not going to get this house,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
might as well just use that time because I think you booked some time. Didn't you book some time off for it?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you booked some time off for it. So we thought, well, we might as well just look for look at other houses then.
And then they,
And I emailed them.
you sent them a snotty
I
email saying
did
it
him a
wasn't fair.
strong email,
Oh my gosh.
Saying it wasn't fair.
and I said, I would really appreciate it if another opportune came up for you to keep us in mind, please.
But the woman who spoke to me the night before basically told me that the house was available and said, "Oh, there's no issues. Just
Yeah.
come down and put a reservation in tomorrow."
Yeah.
And then they rang us the same morning saying, "Oh, these people just before you have put their names down on the same house we said was available for you to put
Yeah.
your names down to."
Yeah.
So I was quite upset.
Some dude
at
have to be
work.
quite sneaky.
It was
Because I was at work at the time.
Stress of finding a property.
It was very upsetting.
Yeah, it's stressful.
But anyway, after that email,
Mm.
the phone back and said, "Oh, something happened. I don't know what happened. It's available now, so do you want to come and get it?"
And we did.
And it was like, "Oh, we've got this appointment with this other place." And ironically, the office, what do you call it?
It's like
Kind
a
of
new,
office.
new build office.
Yeah, the new
Showroom-
build office.
showroom
Yeah, the
kind
showroom
of,
sort
yeah.
of thing. Directly opposite
Where
where we
should
were
have
meant to
turned
be.
up for an appointment.
Yeah, so we're like,
Because they knew what we looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
we didn't. It was that close to the time that we were like, we can't even. There's not enough time to cancel that appointment.
Yeah.
It was that.
It was like
Even to the
within
point.
an hour and a half, wasn't it, or something like
Yeah,
that?
even to the point where we literally got in the room. Do we have this? We were like, it was because we were like sort of thinking, is this where we reserve it, sort of thing.
Yeah. Is this ours now?
Is this-
You're not
is
going
this
to turn
ours?
around and say no.
And an hour all over the place. Like, what's going on? What's going on about this house,
A lot of
man?
uncertainty.
She's from Leeds.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah. what's going on? Like, so yeah,
We watched our house get built, which was nice.
that was
as
really
well.
nice because our
Mm.
not giving addresses away or anything, but you know, Jesus. But like where we live, it was just off like a main road,
Yeah.
so we got to, we every so often
We drove over.
over the how many months?
Well, we bought
5 or 6 months, is it?
put a deposit down in
No,
March.
it wasn't actually. It was quicker than that, wasn't it?
And we got the keys last week in July.
Yes. So 4 or 5. 4 or 5. 4 or 5.
I'm sorry, I'll put my phone on silent. It's my mum.
4 or 5 months later, we.
Shout out to Charlotte's mum, by the way.
That's shout out.
Yeah. You're welcome.
You're welcome. She's texted me back now. She's
Texted me
Yeah.
from Portugal.
texted me. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Shocking.
There you are.
Shocking.
They're looking for a home as well.
mid podcast getting a text.
It's all about.
whilst
It's
you're on
all
holiday.
relevant conversation.
It
They're
is.
they're away looking for a home.
Well, everybody's from Leeds.
Everyone-
It's an estate agent.
Everyone's
Clearly.
Everyone's from
every
Leeds.
estate agent's from Leeds. It's just a fact.
It is. It's even down south, isn't that right, Ash?
yeah.
Sorry, that was our
Oh.
house getting battered by the rain.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
Apparently, it's hammering it down over there, and I'm glad that Dexter's
Oh.
in. Look at,
Good.
honestly, look at that.
Yeah. Look at that.
Look at that.
Would you look at that?
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Oh, well, the
You know
people.
what else is
If you're
fantastic?
listening to this podcast, you won't be able to have a look at that because,
Sorry, I took that away from you.
to be
Oh,
fair,
yeah.
My little Ferris wheel that my mum bought me.
oh, ju-
Well, I say bought me.
just show it to the camera.
It's the new cat toy.
So there you go. That's if you want to have a look at
Oh.
Ryan's cat toy. You had a bit of asthma there, yeah.
Asthma.
Yeah, asthma. That's what I was meant to say by that. That's-
Asthma.
it's just that-
Look at my cat toy. Oh, look at my cat. Look at it. Amazing. Got asthma.
So if you want to have a
I'll
look,
watch back.
you yeah, exactly. If you listen to this podcast,
I'll watch back.
if you listen to this
Fucking
podcast,
only here.
you don't know what Ryan's shaking in front of the camera.
No,
Um,
no, I just hear a lot of
Do you want to
shaking.
know what
you
Ryan's
really
shaking
don't know
in
what
front
Ryan's
of the
shaking in
camera?
front of the camera right now.
I hear a lot of shaking going
A
on.
lot of shaking going on.
I'm just rubbing my nose against this filter. It's very soft.
But if you are listening to this and you want to see that, make sure you go onto the QuiffCast YouTube channel to check that out.
But don't worry, I'm not jingling.
Anyway, where were we?
Jingle
Yeah, so we
jangle.
saw a house built
brick by brick.
brick by brick. Literally, I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah.
literally once we put the reservation down, we literally drove up to our house, and it was like the
first floor.
frame. Yeah, it was like the floor, like the frame. and stuff.
Yeah.
And we just kept on checking up on it. Just check see what what stairs are in now.
We did have some builders that let us on the building site
Oh, don't tell that. We won't mention the
while the
the
house was
developer.
getting built.
Yeah.
And we had a sneak round,
We
didn't we?
did. We had a little sneak
And it was
round.
all plasterboard and
Did you wear a hard hat?
no.
Oh,
Oh.
shocking.
Oh.
Shocking.
For God's sake, don't say.
No, no, it's the one thing. The one rule.
Don't mention them by name, just in case.
Signs that say everywhere wear a hard hat. It's
No,
construction
it's-
site.
yeah, that's on the construction
My God.
site.
Well, there was a
Wear
roof. There was a roof above
It
us.
was
It was few. It was like
It was stable.
It was a few weeks off, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't that far
Yeah.
off.
It's invisible hard hat.
Invisible
Yeah.
hard hat.
It's
The
a
best
great-
kind.
It's a great QuiffCo product.
The invisible QuiffCo QuiffCo cap. I think. I think QuiffCo cap's a better name
Go
for it.
cap.
QuiffCo cap. Introducing the new QuiffCast cap, where you can throw lots of bricks and stuff at people's heads and they won't feel it. Buy now. For how much was that product again, Ash?
How much product? Oh, well, that product will be sold for a good number of £10.
Good number of £10. So it's not exactly. It's not exactly £10, but it's a number of £10.
£10 2p.
Multiple £10 for this QuiffCast
It's a
cap.
multiple of 10.
But it's health and
Multiple
safety.
£10
It'll protect you
peas.
from
And
falling bricks.
Yeah.
When it's raining like it is now.
You know what the global
Raining
supply
cats
chain
and dogs.
is like these days, you know.
It's thundering.
It is thundering. Thunder and lightning. Thunder and
It's
lightning.
just very windy.
It's very windy.
It's just
So
very
anyway,
windy
yeah.
where I am.
Is it? Very windy.
Yeah.
Is that just you, Ash?
Oh, you're a bit windy, are you, Ash?
It could be, Charlotte. It could be.
You're a bit windy.
There's
Ash.
tablets for those things nowadays, you know.
There's
a little
tablets.
bit of activated
Yeah.
charcoal.
Activate charcoal.
Bit of activated charcoal, sort that right out.
Ooh.
And a whole pharmacist, some sort of like.
That's where they get. That's
West
where they farm
Country,
them.
you
That's
know,
that's
yeah.
where they farm them charcoal.
The pharmacists.
Pharmacists.
Oh my god.
Pharmacists with their charcoal.
Ooh.
It's just gone very left field, this podcast already.
But anyway, yeah, we saw a house built, and now we're in it now, and we're settled almost a year in.
We haven't killed each other yet.
We haven't.
No.
Well, it was a big
Not
leap.
yet.
It was a big leap, obviously, because it was literally obviously Ryan. You moved out and you had multiple property situations, haven't you? This is the
Yeah.
first sort of house situation you've got. Is it different? What in terms
It's
of
nice not having people around.
right?
It's nice
Oh,
being
well, we're
in
not invited to
solitude.
Ryan's
I-
then.
it's-
I
nice being
extended
alone.
the offer.
well, you know,
But I like
You knew.
my space.
but you like your space.
Exactly. It's like
It's
it's
feel
like a
more like
fortress of
yours.
solitude.
Does it feel more like yours?
Yes,
Mint
it is. Because I have a mortgage deed that has my name on it.
mortgage deed.
And it's plastered all over the wall. No,
Indeed.
it's not.
Have you got it in a frame?
It's framed.
Got it in a frame.
On the way in, just so you remember.
Remember, I've
remember,
got a
okay.
mortgage.
Yeah.
This is
Just
mine.
remember, you're an adult now.
Every time,
Remember
every
this.
time someone walks into your house, they'd be like, "This is my deed."
This is my deed. I own this. Don't steal that because then technically you own it.
That's true.
Um,
Put Tepexia and my name out.
Absolutely.
And just,
forgery.
own that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Own
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Please
co-
take my mortgage
co-
away from me.
they come into your house and steal. You stole my deed. Get out of my house. I think you mean get out of my house. Yeah.
Note to self, hide my deed.
Hide your
Hide my
what?
deed.
Oh, this is so different.
Kind of
there.
faded off at the
It
end.
did, it
there.
did a little bit.
It's this volume control thing.
Volume control.
So you've got to speak, you know.
I think it's all right in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 But I have a beer fridge in my house.
Oh yeah, I forgot
However,
you did.
Oh, I thought you
Average.
just said beverage. I was like, no, you don't. You finished
No.
yours now.
I have a fridge,
Yeah.
Albeit-
You've got
and
a beer
then I have
fridge.
a beer fridge. But
Oh,
Just-
beer
It
fridge.
literally
beer
sounds like you're
fridge.
saying
Beer
beverage,
fridge.
just very weirdly.
I thought
beer
it's a bay.
fridge.
And Ash heard something
Yeah.
completely different.
Bay fridge.
Beverage.
But with the cost of living, or cosy lives, as the kids call it,
Cosy
Um,
lives.
I've never heard that saying.
I haven't switched it on in about a year. So I had it when I moved
So your
in.
beer's warm.
I filled it with beer,
He just puts
Drank
his
the
beer
beer.
in the fridge.
and then
Ah,
moved
well, I
it to the
suppose.
fridge when Cosy Lives got announced.
Cosy
so
Lives.
I have a beer fridge, but it's not a beer fridge.
Every time you say a beer
Beer fridge, no beer.
every time you say a beer fridge, I'm just like, it just sounds like beverage. I have a beer fridge. A beer fridge. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's been a jump.
That's completely zoned out.
It's
there.
been a jump sort of going from not living with each other to living with each other. But
We've been together that long.
let's be honest, we couldn't live without each other.
Oh, yeah, very cute.
Oh,
That kind of made me feel a little
There
bit
you
sick
go.
at the same time. But
You certainly
yeah.
couldn't live without me. I cook every
That's true.
freaking day.
I'd be having microwavable meals for life.
I'm gonna teach him how to cook.
I did burn the pizza the other day.
But
It
oh.
was
I burnt the
impressive.
garlic bread as well.
Not the pizza.
Did you put a timer on?
I burnt the ice lollies as well.
You burn ice lollies.
Interesting.
Anyway, speaking of
I've got
Burning
a
things.
mother update.
mother update,
It's 27 degrees and sunny in Portugal currently.
I mean, it's kind of
Nice.
almost 27
It's
degrees
nice.
in here.
It's humid
Exactly.
It's definitely humid in here.
and wet. Why did you both go quiet?
I think it was just the way you said
Apparently-
wet. Wet. So you had to add a little bit of
Apparently, it's
extra.
24 degrees in my room.
Wet.
It's 24 degrees in your room.
Are you clammy?
It's
Yeah.
quite warm in this room because we've got lots
It's
of
stuffy.
lighting.
Stuffy.
Lots of lighting. More gear. We've not had this much gear.
I
in
would
a
put a
QuiffCast
fan on,
before.
but I think it'll
It's true.
cause too much background noise.
Oh, can't have the background noise. Anyway, yeah. So it's been an experience.
Ugh.
It's been a nice year, and we've had obviously like Dexter join us. Beginning of this year.
It's been a nice year. We've had Dexter join us.
Well, he's a bit mischievous, that cat.
He's beautiful.
He is beautiful, but he
Shall-
just takes his collar off whenever he wants.
Shall I show our visual listeners a
What?
picture of?
Visualist.
You can. I mean, I can put one on screen if you want.
I was going to say he has the
Have the
technology.
Oh
capabilities.
well, you have technical capabilities.
There you go. There's Dexter on the screen. Look at him.
You know when people do like
Wow.
I don't
Look
know
at that
how to
cat.
describe it like PowerPoint emojis. But, like,
PowerPoint emojis.
you know, animations
What?
where like you can get like a picture and
Ryan,
it
you're speaking to me
spins
here.
into like a star.
Yeah, yes.
that's
motion
what
graphics. Yeah,
Almost
yeah.
like Looney Tunes, that kind
Yeah.
of
Almost
Yeah.
the way that you
Yeah.
presented
The
Sketty
clip
Boy
art.
into.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Sketty Boy.
No,
Spaghetti
clip
Boy.
art.
Should we bring that? Should we bring that
Dexter.
one back? Should we bring that picture
Sketty
back?
Boy.
There we go. There's Spaghetti Boy. He's gonna hate me.
Or
But
asked to
It's
come
an
on the
op-
podcast.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to invite
Advertising.
Smith.
I would
to
bring
get
him on the
Sketty
podcast,
Boy
yeah.
in.
I think
Yeah.
you have quite a few interesting topics.
I think and I think I'd just
That
Lego.
you,
I'd print a picture. Yeah, let's talk about Lego.
have you seen the Lego TV program?
Oh, is that like the
Yes.
Master
What?
Builder one?
Well,
where
the
you-
Lego
Yeah.
Masters.
Oh
yes,
I think I watched one.
American one.
episode. Yeah, it is hosted in America, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
They've got
Yeah.
some weird things online now. There's like a literally a TV program on
Mhm.
Netflix or something about
Is this the
figuring
cake
out
one?
which cake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Figuring out
I watched
what's cake and what's not cake.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were watching that with me the other day. And they
Yeah.
were assessing the living room, weren't they? Going,
Yeah.
From this distance, you need to suss out what's cake and what's not.
Well, it's one of those things that's like become from online,
Mm.
like, and then it's just like, oh, Netflix will.
Oh, let's
You
make
put
it
a
a
price
TV
tag on
show.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? It would be a great idea for your 30th birthday party.
Oh God, yes.
Is it cake but in your living room?
But like one
What-
that we have
what's a
to
cake?
figure out which is cake.
Yes. And because we
well,
we
Yeah,
love
but
doing games.
Our living room is light grey.
You
Ryan Gray.
sound like you make it sound like it's a me problem.
Right, well, I'll leave that to you.
Cake on me flipping carpet.
We'll go to a neutral venue.
A neutral venue and just
Yeah.
recreate the house in cake.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll leave that to you.
Studio.
Speaking of, well, what's on this topic of homes? Someone else has recently got a home. Well, not yet, but Ash,
Yeah.
how's that for you? You are early days. It's
Well,
not too far away,
yeah,
is it?
at the tail end. At the tail end.
Yeah,
It's only like less than 2 weeks
yeah, and
until completion.
when did you get? When was it that you got the? When did you put your deposit down?
Well, we put the deposit down on Monday. That was
very-
soul crushing.
So yeah, no, it is. It's horrible. The deposit is always horrible.
And then
This
we
is buy money.
Bye. That's a lot of
yeah, bye.
Goodbye, mum.
But then
Bye, my money.
and then on the Tuesday was the actual exchange day, and then the completion's on the 26th.
So we're all on
So-
different. We're all on different things, aren't we?
Yeah, just
Can't
different
steal my
stages.
phone.
Charlotte is shopping on an app called Temu, and this is another advertisement for everybody out there.
I can't help it. I'm
It is
sorry.
very addictive. It's everything that you don't need but want in your life.
I want a drink.
There you go.
Well,
You can probably get that in a week
Probably get a drink
from
on-
Temu.
yeah, exactly.
And if they deliver it late, you get
Do
a
they-
free drink.
Do they?
Mint.
Can you buy Prime off there?
Probably. It's probably called like Slime or something.
Or
but-
like a little bit of a
Like proper like knockoff.
or
knock
Primo.
off Prime.
Primo.
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 Just a different language.
Yeah.
Primo.
Or Grime.
Grime.
Grime. That would be an interesting product.
It would be actually.
Just grime.
Just grime in a
It's just like
exactly
used
the
oil
same.
from a kitchen.
exactly the same branding as Prime, but then it's just just misspelled, and then
It's
like
G.
the kids are like,
prime with a
what's
G.
this? It's all gloopy.
But tastes mint.
Oh, it tastes lovely, like. Lovely jobs. So how do you feel? How do you feel at this moment, Ash, in terms of your?
Excited, nervous, just kind of waiting to get the keys.
Yeah, it's not too far away from where you live either,
Yeah,
does it?
I wouldn't
No,
recommend
it's
trying to-
literally around the corner.
So literally,
Oh, nice.
So you'll know where Ash lives because you'll see Ash and Kat just carrying a sofa from one
place
house
to
to
the
another.
I suppose like moving fees can
Yeah, I was
be
gonna say,
quite easy.
I was saying
isn't
that to Ash.
It saves them renting a van, yeah.
Wait.
Do a few.
But,
I mean,
um,
petrol. You might cost you a little
yeah.
bit in petrol, like back and forth, back and forth.
Or
Yeah,
just
we
get-
plan to use a car or a couple of cars just to put a bunch of boxes in and then just drive around the
Just get a few
corner.
trolleys. Just get a few trolleys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Buy a few trolleys. Rent a few trolleys.
I've got
Can you
a
rent
bit-
a trolley?
yeah.
I mean, you can rent anything these days, so
You can,
why
yeah.
not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why
Got
not?
B&Q, does that still exist?
Being cute, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Get one of those flatbed
B&Q, yeah.
trolleys, you know.
It's home base which is phasing
Oh.
out.
Home base, yeah. Remember Woolworths, guys? Remember Woolworths?
Yes, pick and mix section
and
of
mix.
Oh,
Woolworths. That was delightful.
Pick and mix. Lovely.
Remember where it was?
Yeah, right at the beginning, right at the front.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the one we're speaking in, the Darlington one.
Yeah.
Didn't they have the game section in front of the pick and mix section?
No, I thought that was at
Oh,
the
no,
right
it's
very back.
Further back, yeah.
Well, in the other entrance.
God, this is such a niche element
This
of
is a
this
very
podcast,
niche
yeah.
bit of the podcast.
Probably going to
Um,
get someone from Darlow correcting us.
yeah.
Like, actually, I find it was
Actually, if you look at down historians,
was
the Woolworth,
pointing east from the front
the
door.
Woolworth floor map is as shown here, and you're wrong, and you need to get a fact
Why are they
check.
American?
Because I'm sure there's an American out there that like, is very
Who
interested
knows
in Darlington
Woolworths?
history.
Woolworth architect
Yeah.
historian.
Specifically, are interested in Darlington history. I bet you.
Just like all the magic tunnels.
Well, you never know. You never know. Someone like a train enthusiast.
What?
A train enthusiast. I've got relevant. It's got relevance here.
Okay.
A train enthusiast.
That was one hell of a segue.
It's not a segue.
It continues to be a segue.
It's not a segue. You never
train.
know. You
Go
never know.
on.
A train enthusiast might look at think, wait, the first passenger railway is from Darlington to Stockton, and this Darlington looks quite nice. It's got a clock like Big Ben, except it's smaller.
So where does Woolworths come into this?
Yeah.
Because the Woolworths is in Darlington.
Right.
Wow, that was.
That was, yeah.
No, because this nerdy person about Darlington history has got the maps of all the shops from dating back to 1706.
Right.
And
How long
history
Woolworths
lesson
has
now.
been there?
I don't put it past it. Don't put it past it, like. And how much is Wool worth?
That's the real question we should be
it's quite
answering in this
expensive,
podcast.
actually.
Exactly.
That's why they went out of
Probably more
business, guys.
expensive now.
It is.
How did you put it?
Cause he lives.
Cause he lives. Cause he lives. Affecting wool
Or
prices.
With wool prices, it's probably cause he knits. Do you knit
Cause he
wool?
knits.
Yes, I do.
Oh, no, I meant
Not
I meant
per-
in
you
general.
Personally.
But
It wasn't a
personally
personal
you
question.
do.
It was just
Personally, I
general.
knit.
Well,
Yeah.
now we know what gets up. What gets up? What Charlotte gets up to in an evening.
Ryan knows what gets up now.
Yeah.
Cheeky.
Wet.
Is it wet?
We can
That's
dub that.
sick.
It's okay.
Wet. Ash is gonna have a field day with the QuiffCast app on the App Store.
I've got many things on that app anyway, so that's probably going to be one of the less popular ones.
You think?
I think the salmon one was.
You know?
That's me salmon
Salmon.
marinade, you bastards.
Salmon.
Oh, there goes the first censor of the podcast.
I'm
Oh,
pretty sure I said the F word earlier, and
Did she?
quite possibly.
Yeah.
It's just part of my
I don't
normal
know.
vocabulary now. I don't realize I'm doing it.
I don't. It's an obsession.
We did have a bet on, didn't we?
Did we? Yes, we did.
We did.
Yeah, but you
we
can't
did.
say that quote without saying the full thing.
Oh, you just dropped off there, Charlotte.
We dropped off.
She dropped off.
Close
I
the
just dropped
microphone.
come back.
She's like fade.
Fade away. Fade away.
You can't not say the full. I'm not shopping.
Quote.
Yes, you are.
shopping.
I'm trying to open the
I'm
QuiffCast
just
app.
trying to see.
Well, I've got the QuiffCast app. I could play it, and then if I play it, then it'll actually come through the Bluetoothness.
Oh, I
I'll
see.
find said quote.
What of
You
me
can.
marinade?
Yeah, you might.
marinade.
Are you sure? Because you're going to have to bleep that.
Right.
Look at us on a podcast, all of us with our phones out.
I know this is
I
a
got
very-
marinade.
I was going to search on the Play Store and see if I could download the QuiffCast app.
Charlotte, you dickhead.
Oh, well, you can.
Completely
Sorry.
different
It's a bit
quote.
harsh.
On Google
You said
Play.
it.
well, this one.
Arrows make me lactate.
I
No,
did.
not that one.
I did. And for those of you that are watching, it is quite easy to
Go on.
literally go onto the Google Play Store.
Yeah, and get the QuiffCo app. Oh,
Get the Quiff.
I'm gonna go from the microphone.
You just hit the words in. It does say parental guidance, which
Yes.
I appreciate, Ashley. Thank you very much for that.
It's for me
Yeah.
fucking salmon marinade, you bastards.
There you go.
For this reason.
I missed out the F word in that quote.
Did you?
I did.
Did you actually say the F word, that one?
I think you
I
have
think-
to do an action replay on
I
that.
think Ash spoke whilst. I think Ash knew that there was a censor there, so he just spoke over you saying the F word
Save himself
just to
some
save
work.
himself some work. Which one? Oh, there. I've got it.
Salmonella.
For me fucking salmon marinade, you bastards.
You did say. Hello, people.
Oh,
there.
I mean,
That's
It
me.
works.
That's
It
me.
confirmed it works.
It's a working app.
On Android.
Is the Android is the Android one just the
Yeah,
soundboard?
Ash, it's on Android now, isn't it?
it's just a
Just
soundboard.
the soundboard. So if you download
It is
the
just the
QuiffCo app
soundboard.
on Android devices, it's just the soundboard. But if you've got
It's
an
free.
iPhone, if you've got an iPhone, you can
Watch content.
watch content on it as well
I have
Watch
to-
content. Oh,
and be
that's-
content about it.
So the other thing you have to do if you want to get access to more is you have to enable mature content.
That's true.
So I would recommend doing that.
18 above.
We say a lot of things.
We do say a lot of things. Don't click on that Tom Butterworth. Go on saying.
And
But also, there appears to only be Rob.
What?
There just appears to
only
be
Rob.
What?
It's a
You on
select a
about?
quiff, but
Select a
there
quiz.
is
Select
just
a quiz.
Rob.
It's just me.
Robert.
Apparently it's only me, Ash.
So,
It's only you.
Yeah, there's
So
only
only Rob.
apparently there's
For
only me
Android.
available on Android.
which isn't a bad thing.
On Android. They use the same back end.
So,
You
what did you just call Rob?
We talking about backend, but
You just call Rob a backend.
What an insult.
No,
Oh, you back
no,
end.
the,
You
Back
back
end.
end of the QuiffCo app.
no, the back end server. The server.
oh, the server.
Where all the data comes
I don't know
from.
the technicals. What?
Not Rob's rear.
I can't say things. Well,
Well, we've just
Anyway.
logged a bug for the first time in the QuiffCo app. Apologies, Ash.
by the time this
To be
podcast
honest,
is
I've
out,
not checked it in a while.
by the time this podcast's out, there'll be loads of new features on the QuiffCo app on the Android, including voting features
You're just giving Ashley more work.
and even like a full-on Flappy Bird game, but with Ryan's face.
It's a bit harsh.
And
What about the one
technically, I
where
could
you-
do that.
You can technically do that.
Why don't you revive the app that got like shut off on the download store? Do you know the one where you had to like jump the bird through all of
That's
the
literally
little...
what I just said. The Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird.
It's
No, I
Flappy
thought-
Bird.
That was
Oh, I'm
Flappy Bird.
thinking of Angry Birds. I was getting confused.
No,
with-
Flappy
with the
Bird.
two,
Oh.
yeah.
Angry
Yeah.
Birds is the one that you had to like
Like the
ping.
slingshot.
the
Angry
little
Bird
green
does
pig.
exist, so
Yeah, my bad. I
also
There's,
a
there's
film.
also 2 films.
Flappy Bird that
Oh,
was
it's
taken
2 films.
down.
Yeah,
yeah, because the guy who made it was like,
idea.
I don't like this. I don't want money.
Quiffy Bird.
So then everyone else jumped on it instead and made lots of different
Versions.
knockoffs, like the QuiffCo, Flappy,
Quiffy
Fluffy,
Bird.
Flappy-
Fluffy Ryan.
Flappy Ryan.
Let's
yeah.
not call it Flappy Ryan. That's very naughty and not to be.
Flappy
confirmed.
Quiff.
Well, that was what it
Can't
was
do
when I
that
was picking
either.
you up
It was.
in the
Ash, are you
thunderstorm.
actively working on developing a Flappy Bird-esque QuiffCo game?
He is now.
I can actually. Well, it's on one of my other apps actually.
Mm. Always a bit of advertising going
Basically, Flappy Bird, but you're jumping ways on a jet
on.
ski.
Flappy Ash,
No, it's Ashley Bird.
Ashley Bird.
Isn't that a real person?
Right.
It is now.
It's just fantastic.
Or I could make it dynamic so that whichever profile you selected, it uses their face.
Wow.
It changes
Well,
between
you know,
Charlotte,
You've documented
Robin,
you've
everyone.
documented these ideas and
Oh, I
I've
hate
got
my
an-
Well,
photograph
you've
on
just
that.
given me the idea.
I've got an even better idea for you, Ash.
go on.
You could link
Oh.
the soundboard to the to the Flappy Quiff, and you pick your character, and then as they're going through all the levels, they come out with all the sounds on the
So
soundboard.
like when they go through a gap,
Even
they go,
better.
People
say a quote.
of. Oh Jesus! That could
Exactly.
be jumping over custom things as well. Like you're jumping over salmon marinade and
You're just
and,
belching constantly.
and that's just jumping over
That's an idea.
Windows.
windows.
That's an idea.
Oh, no.
You could have like this. Oh,
You could have what?
Well, we
What?
can't see.
We can't
not
see.
working.
Can't
Oh,
see it, Ash.
Go on.
Is he sending a clip in?
I don't know. Is
oh,
he phoning in? Or
hello.
That's cool.
Phone a friend.
phone a friend?
Oh, 50-50.
There you go.
Oh, it's you.
Is I thought, what?
What?
Me?
Like Charlotte going.
That's literally a jumping sound effect.
It is.
Amazing.
Look what we've done.
There we go. We've thought of ideas live. We'll look back and be like,
Just listen at me hiccup.
that's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
we had the idea.
This is where we had the idea. Sorry, that was just coughing. There was no subliminal message in there. Just so you're
If you
aware.
slow it down, there might be.
There might be a subliminal.
We need that voice.
We need that. Yeah, we do need the voice. Hang on. Speaking about the gear. Oh,
Lovely.
Oh, good.
getting back on the gear front. This is going to revolutionise the QuiffCast and just make lots of random.
Stuff go on, and you never know what's going to happen next.
The funny thing is, when he clicks that button, his voice behind the microphone goes up with it. So we had a great
Sounds
outtake earlier, which you can probably see in the spoilers.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe in,
I don't want to give it
You
away.
have to put
but
that in.
yeah.
I'll have a QuiffCast outtake section,
I hope it's
like a
been
rap
recorded.
party sort of thing. You know, if we finish season 4, and there'll be like outtakes. Be a right old.
Lol.
Your whole demeanour just changes when you.
Yeah.
You're
mean?
using that.
You stare into my eyes, and it's just quite off-putting. So to hear this, see? Why'd you look at me? Why do you look at Charlotte?
Because I'm used to it and I'm
Yeah.
immune.
Yeah, but you don't hear this.
I can hear
Or is
it.
this his nighttime voice?
Nighttime. Why did you say
Nighttime.
nighttime?
I didn't want to say bedtime voice.
No, this is my bedtime voice.
I am not going to pass comment on that one.
Oh, brilliant.
What's it? It's like a monster.
It's like a monster with added reverb.
Monster.
Yes.
Can't you alter the reverb with that?
I can, but I have to go into the settings stuff. I don't want to do much. You know, I can make like an announcement voice, like a. Introducing from QuiffCast. I probably should have done that when I did the.
Definitely
I
should.
should have done,
Oh,
next time I
next
do a
time.
sponsorship,
Yeah.
I'll be like, introducing from QuiffCast. We've got a new product. It's Ryan.
Can you say one thing for me, please?
One thing for me, please.
Clean up on aisle 4, please.
Clean up on aisle 4, please.
Brilliant.
Love it.
Can the owner of Ashley Richards please come to the front desk? Then Kat's like, say it again. He's got himself locked up in the cereal aisle again. He's lost. He doesn't know where the hell he is.
I wouldn't put it past her.
He's just walking around in circles saying Cheerios, Weetabix.
Is that? Oh, I don't know why I put the voice on there.
What do I pix?
Is that what
I
Ash
got-
says when he's leaving the cereal aisle? Cheerio.
Frosties.
I'm feeling frosty.
I'm feeling a bit frosty.
I'm feeling a bit frosty. Cheerio, lads.
And Cheerio.
It's true.
Snap, crackle, and
I
pop.
used to
out
get
of
lost a
here.
lot when I was young.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where?
I got lost in the swimming pool.
You got what? How did you get lost in a
That's
swimming
impressive.
pool?
How did you get lost? Were you in the swimming pool?
No. My mum looked everywhere for me, but I ended up to be in a locker.
In the swimming pool. That
No,
sounds
no,
like...
were you in a locker?
Yeah, you know the lockers. You know the lockers where you put all your dry clothes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was just in there.
What,
I thought you
locked?
meant like, yeah.
Did you
Did you get
actually
locked
get to
No,
go
I wasn't
swimming?
locked in, but I was just,
Oh, right.
you know, because the door shuts automatically. So that's like, where's he gone?
Did you go through like a David Blaine phase? Today, everybody, I'm going
Possibly.
to lock myself in a locker, and my dear mother is going to push me into a swimming
he
pool
jumps in one locker.
in the locker.
He jumps in one locker and comes out the other, another one.
It's just a tunnel.
Did you actually go swimming, or did your mum go swimming without
Yeah, we went swimming. It was after, you know, once we got changed.
okay.
I just went,
you?
Right.
You just went.
You just
I'm
wandered
couldn't find me, and I was
leaving,
in the
see you
locker.
She was like, I wonder if I can fit in here.
Was this last week, Ash?
he literally, cat still catches him do it. He was like, "Oh, again,
Yeah.
again.
Should see it on holiday.
But I like the locker.
Ash really doesn't like swimming. No, not again.
Safe place.
This is my safe place. I feel comfortable here.
Yeah.
It's like a cat in a you know how our cats like small spaces.
Yeah.
Oh, I like Dexter and climbing in our the hangy thing that we got from IKEA in the
Yeah.
wardrobe,
Yeah.
where you put your t-shirts. And sometimes we find them just in there, and it's just like a little face just peeking out, like or the wardrobe, bottom of
The wardrobe, yeah.
Ronnie and Reggie like underneath the spare room couch.
Who's Ronnie and Reggie for the podcast listeners?
The Crays.
The Cray twins.
Yeah, the
Cray
Cray
twins.
twins. I live with the Cray twins when I'm here in Darlington.
Just live with two cats.
I do.
I'm just living with two cats.
Yeah, well, 3 if you count Lucy, but yeah.
I live with one cat.
Her nickname
You
is
do
the cat.
you do
yeah.
live with one cat, Ash. You do.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's accurate.
Would
Yeah.
Lucy appreciate being called a cat?
Yeah,
She wants to be a cat.
Oh, well, fair enough. You want to be a
news.
cat?
That's
I
news
want
to
to be a
me.
cat.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
What was that?
Is that a hairball?
I said cat, and my throat just went.
Hairball.
Oh, well, I think that's probably a good. That's probably a good place to end
one
it.
of those.
So I'm gonna attempt this. I'm gonna attempt the outro now.
Oh, yeah, see if you can get that one right.
I'm gonna get this
after-
one right.
Is it Eminem?
It's Eminem.
You got one shot, one
I've
opportunity.
only got one shot.
Sees everything
It's
you
very,
want.
you know what? A little bit of behind the scenes on making the podcast, the QuiffCast season 4. I looked directly in the camera there. Just
I
for
looked
dramatic
directly in
effect.
the camera
Fantastic.
too. I'm not sure I've looked in this one yet.
Well, no,
so-
you can't.
You reach round.
You haven't looked at this one yet.
I gave that one a quick glance about 30 seconds ago when we high-fived.
Okay.
Just after I knocked my microphone over.
Oh, excuse me.
Actually, for context, there's 3 cameras filming. us
Yeah.
at
There's
the
3
moment.
cameras.
I've-
It's
Yeah.
a proper talk show.
I've never felt more watched in my entire life. And plus the security cameras.
That's actually switched off because I had to,
Oh, perfect.
'cause I had to unplug it because there's so much
Yes.
electricity in this room.
Yeah, there is.
There's a certain spark.
Yeah, between us three.
Oh, yes.
And Ashley.
Ashley's
Yeah.
here. Moss mask. 'Cause he's traveling through the internet. Yeah, Charlotte.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Ash, do you want to say anything in regards to people listening on various platforms? I'm thinking in regards to reviews and stuff like that. Is there anything you want to say in regards to that?
Trustpilot?
I don't think we're on Trustpilot.
No.
Give us 5 stars
Give us 5 stars. Does it have 5
on
stars?
your preferred on
Different
Spotify and Apple.
So you
You can do reviews.
So you can listen to this podcast if you're not doing already. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to drive and listen to us, you can listen to things on like Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Are we on Google Podcasts?
We're on all the platforms.
We're on the platforms, man. Get it.
All of them.
We're on even
Stitcher.
more platforms now.
Tune in.
Tune in. Tune in next week. No, I mean,
Tuna.
tuna. We're on tuna. Literally, if you open a tin of tuna now,
Yeah, you
QuiffCast.
just hear it come out. It's there.
it's true.
Hello, people of Earth. I'm
Yeah.
a tin of tuna.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm going to do that.
For all those Spotify users, you can give us feedback directly
Ooh, feedback.
Actually,
with a
looking
little
through
question
Spotify.
saying what you liked.
There a suggestions box as
A
well.
suggestion? Is there a suggestions box?
Yeah, there can be in the
There you
suggestion
go.
box.
go.
Suggested topics.
Continuous improvement.
Continuous improvement. Because we want to make this podcast even better for you guys at home. I think we are making it better because it's literally a talk show now, which is mint.
Man.
Thank you.
And woman.
Most of this podcast is just is just Charlotte looking just confused and rolling eyes.
Yeah, well.
And shopping on Temu.
And,
Courtesy,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Giving you mum updates.
I'm playing on a phone.
I feel like you need a jingle for mother updates.
Mother updates.
Mother updates.
Mother updates.
Could be a thing.
Could be.
It could be a thing. You're right.
He's just faded us there, so we can.
No,
put a
it was.
little
I
jingle
faded
in
me.
there.
I faded me. I
Oh.
faded me.
I thought you were gonna like insert a little jingle in like the edit and sweet.
Editing sweet. Editing sweet. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this podcast. We'll be
Looked
back
like
for
it
more.
hurt.
I just slapped my knee.
Did sound like it hurt a little bit, and
Yeah.
that we've got headphones.
It was
on as well.
emphasis. It was emphasis. I hurt my hand more than I did my
Felt that
knee.
through
To
the
fair.
floor and you've set your microphone off again. Well done.
Just sign off, please.
I'm going to sign off. Okay, so if you've enjoyed this, podcast, do feel free to subscribe. Is that right, Ash? You can.
That's independent, but basically, yes, just subscribe. And
Subscribe to us on various
The
podcast
latest.
platforms and on YouTube, because I think I'm going to make a new YouTube channel for this. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you have a lovely day.
Thank you.
I'm going to do the outro music now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
You
We
s-
can do
you gonna-
this.
you gonna
I'm
do it?
ready.
We can do this. It's
Let's do
difficult,
it.
you know. It's difficult doing deck.
Dick.
It's difficult playing on my deck
And-
during a podcast.
Don't leave Anton.
Here we go. Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. Tune in next time for more podcast goodness. I'll see you next time. Say goodbye, everyone. Come on, say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
There's a bit more time to fill. Here we go.
Oh,
Bye.